Hey, my name is Brent here on Cloudy with the Chance of Meeples. Today, we're going to be looking at a game in the Century series. What does that mean? Well, a few years ago, Plan B Games released Century Spice Road, and then they had two follow-up games to that to make a Century trilogy. They then got the idea, hey, let's make a Golem edition of that trilogy as well. Today we're going to be looking at the first one in that series, Century Golem Edition. This is the exact same game as Century Spice Road. In Century Spice Road, you are collecting spices and you're trading spices from merchants, and that's what you're doing. In the Golem Edition, it's all about gems and trying to collect gems from merchants to get the help of golems. It's exactly the same game. Mechanically, it is 100% the same game. It just has a different look to it. So let's dive into Century Golem. Cue the thunder. So the radar overview for Century Golem Edition looks like this. I will mention that this is the upgraded Century Golem Edition playmat. It does not come with the game, but it is definitely worth it. It looks amazing. It shows you where to put all of these containers with all the gems. The containers, the gems, they're fantastic. They sit in the box, and just everything about the production of this game, fantastic. Even metal coins come standard in this game. It could have easily been cardboard tokens, but Plan B Games says, let's put metal coins in it. This is, like I said, set up on the playmat. Without the playmat, it's just set up on the table. But the playmat, it just makes it more well-rounded. It looks amazing. How does this game work? Well, this game is all about efficiency. How you are going to curate your own deck to help you, in the most efficient manner possible, collect these golem cards. Each of the golem cards shows you what gems you need to collect it. This one, 3 yellow, 2 green. As you see, there are all sorts of different variations as well as different colors. Each player starts with one of these caravan cards, and depending on where they are in turn order, they will get a certain amount of gems. Each player also gets 2 of these merchant cards, and I'll explain what these do momentarily. On your turn, you will be doing one of 4 things. First thing you could be doing is you could be playing a merchant card. So if I play this card, I would gain then 2 yellow gems. Let's say I played this card on my future turn. This lets me upgrade 2 levels. So as you see, yellow is level 1. Let's just say the magenta, fuchsia, pink, whatever that is, purple, is level 4. At this point, I could trade either 1 yellow up 2 notches to a blue, or I could trade 2 yellows up 1 level each to make 2 green. That's how you gain more and more different colored gems. You also use these cards. So let's say on a future turn I had, I played this pink one, which had gotten me a pink one, and then I played this card. This allows me to trade 1 pink for 1 blue, 1 yellow, and 1 green. I will put it on my little caravan. If ever I have more than 10 crystals, I would then just discard down any one that I want, discard down to 10. So I could play a card. That would be one action. Second action I could do is I could collect all the cards that I've already played, put them back in my hand. It's called the rest action. Third action is collect more cards. So as you see, look at this. 2 blue gives me a pink and 2 green. I want this one. Well, this card is always free, and then every card to, let's say I wanted this one, every card to the left of the one that I want. So if I'm taking this one, I have to then pay a gem onto each of the cards to the left. I'd put this in my hand. I could play it on the next turn if I wanted. And those all just slide down and then get refilled. So on the next turn, I could take this card and I could trade, 2 blue for, let's say, 2 green as well as a pink. There you are. So next turn comes around to me. I want this one. Okay, cost me 3 yellows, which I don't have, but let's just imagine that I actually had a third yellow. I trade my 3 yellows, my 2 greens. I put them in the general supply. I would take this card, put it in front of me. At the end of the game, we'll add up these points. And because it was underneath these copper coins, and there's still some available, I get a copper coin. It's worth 3 victory points at the end of the game. These all then just slide down. And then once again, you would add another golem card there. If I would have taken this one, I would have taken a silver coin. Silver coins are worth 1 victory point at the end of the game. So as you can see, you're going to be, collecting these merchant cards to try to build on the cards that you already have in your hand so that you can be efficient as possible to collect these golem cards. And in a 2 or 3 player game, the game ends when a player collects their 6th card. In a 4 or 5 player game, that will end when a player gets their 5th card. And then at the end of the game, you add up your golem cards plus plus any coins you may or may not have, and then let's put these back in the hand. And then every gem in your caravan that is not yellow is also 1 victory point. So in this case, I would have 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 4 is 14. That will be a losing score, I'm sure, but that is how you play Century Golem Edition. Let's check out the final forecast. So the final forecast for Golem Edition Century Golem Edition. There you go. Looks like this, as you saw. The components, they're good. They look good. You got those little crystals. They look nice and shiny. You got the coins. The playmat is an upgrade, and it is definitely worth it in my opinion. I played this with the mat and without the mat. And since I got the mat, I'll never play this game without it. It's just weird how the playmat to me can just elevate the game. It's just weird. It just looks that much better than just, 9 cards sitting on your table with a deck on with each of them. I don't know. It's just weird how the playmat just makes this more well-rounded. The gameplay is fantastic. It's just rock solid. Sorry about that one. Okay, it is truly, it's rock solid. Emerson Matsuuchi is an absolutely fantastic designer. And this game, in my opinion, could be called efficiency, because whoever is the most efficient in making their little engine of cards, more often than not, will be the winner. Because if you have to take that rest action, man, you need to take it throughout the game. But for players who can, curate their deck so that they can keep using the cards in their deck to flip gems, to trade gems, and not take that rest action as much, I feel that they will do better in this game. I'm not one of those people. I love this game, but I don't win this game very often just because the people I play with are more efficient than I am. But that doesn't make it bad or anything like that. This game is seriously so much fun to play. I feel it's really tense when you're at the higher player count because you only have those 5 golem cards that everybody's going for, and you're kind of looking around the table and you're watching everybody and you're like, okay, you got that, okay, you got that, you got that. Okay, I'm not going to be able to get that one because I'm a few turns away from flipping these gems or trading these gems in for that color, and that person is going to get it before me. So I got to quickly pivot. And the players that, pick up on that quicker will be able to be more efficient in their card collecting and with the trading of the gems. And it's just, really tense, I feel, specifically in those higher player counts, to get some of those golem cards because everybody's fighting over just a small amount of them. And it just makes for a wild time. So this game is absolutely fantastic. It's crazy to think that this is the first one in the Century series, the trilogy. There's 3 of them, and they all play different, but yet Emerson is an absolute genius. He's made it so you can use the components in all 3 of them to make multiple combinations. I think 7 different combinations, which is just mind-blowing that all the games integrate so well together. So I'm giving this one 85% Chance of Meeples because it really is that good of a game. Emerson Matsuuchi, fantastic designer. Plan B Games knocked it out of the park with the production of this one. That playmat, I highly suggest it. It's that good. So yes, 85% chance of meeples for Sentry, either Spice Road or Golem Edition. Again, they're the same game, 85% chance of meeples. My name is Brent. Check us out on Facebook, Cloudy with the Chance of Meeples. Remember, grab your umbrella. The forecast is cloudy with a chance of meeples.